Now I will teach you how to choose a diabetes diet.
Okay, sorry for your convenience.
Okay, dietary intake for the treatment of diabetes should reduce calories intake 400 to 500 calories per day, and lifestyle change to help weight loss is recommended to take variety of dietary types, such as Mediterranean diet, detox comfort diet, and vegetarian food.
Vegetarian diet? Detox diet? What are they?
Such as vegetable and fruits, whole grains, beans, and nuts and seeds, can prevent sharp rises in blood sugar. Usually eat fish as the main food and reduce intake of red meat. The DASH diet emphasizes high potassium and magnesium, high calcium, high dietary fiber, and rich in unsaturated fatty acid. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, low-fat milk, avoiding red meat, low in saturated fat, and cholesterol and sweet.
Oh, I see. I understand.
I will introduce you that the sources sugar intake should come from whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, beans, and milk, and fruits with low glycemic index, the high fiber. Next, I would like to introduce you that the sources of sugar intake should come from whole grains, fruits, vegetables, beans, and milk, and fruits with low glycemic index and high fiber. Sucrose and fructose avoid intake of sugar-sweetened beverage to control body weight and reduce the occurrence of cardiovascular disease and fatty liver, and reduce intake of food containing sucrose.
Oh. What are the food with a high fiber content?
Okay, let me explain the intake of dietary fiber to you. The daily dietary fiber intake is 25 to 35 grams. It's at least 3 servings of vegetables every day, and you can take in nearly 6 to 10 grams dietary fiber. Replace refined grains with unfined whole grains, such as brown rice, purple rice, oats, corn, or potato. But these are to replace the original refined such, not to eat more.
Okay. What diet should we pay attention?
There's also protein intake. The recommended intake is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. There's no need to strictly limit protein intake if protein intake is limited by lack of exercise. It will lead to loss in lean muscle tissues in the body and cause sarcopenia. Protein food include milk, egg, and soy milk.
Oh.
Fat intake is recommended to account 20 to 35% of total calories, and it is recommended to consume more food rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as fish oil and nuts. Sodium, the recommended intake should be less than 2,300 milligrams per day.
Okay, I understand. I want to ask, I usually like to eat bread and drink some wine. Are these food can eatable?
Cholesterol in whole milk products, processed food or baked goods should be eliminated, and alcohol should be limited too, not more than 1 serving per day.
What else can I eat without processed food? And how much is not more than 1 part of alcohol?
Natural ingredients to add to food, which is like basil, fennel, rosemary, cinnamon. It is equivalent to 330 milliliters of beer, 120 to 150 of wine, or 45 milliliters of distilled spirit. Drinking alcohol can cause hypoglycemia at night. It is recommended to eat with food when drinking.
Well, I know. I want to ask, what else to pay attention to the diabetes diet?
The dietary care we just mentioned, such as protein and fiber, and all helpful for your wound recover. Can you look at your current wound condition?
Okay, my wound is on sore foot. Is any difference in the way to care for other people's wound?
Okay. Diabetic patients usually have poor food populations, and because the sweet containing glucose, which produce a good living environment for bacteria, they are more likely to be infected. If you have sensitivity or negligent and do not pay attention on small wounds or the wound on your feet, it might cause ulcer infection and or gangrene. Not only difficult to heal or even cause sepsis, it was very serious disease, and may require amputation. So special attention should be put on your foot care.
So it will be so serious. I don't even know that.
It's okay. Then I will tell you how to take care of the wound to prevent the wound from becoming infected or worsening.
Oh, thank you.
You can wash your skin with a little bit natural soapy and warm water every day. Use lotion properly to keep skin moist. Do not contain alcohol and do not smear between the toes, so as to prevent the accumulations of isolated food. You can check your redness, swelling, pains, discoloration, or breaking skin once a day. Avoid using red syrup or purple syrup because it will be difficult to perceive the sign of your wound if they have inflammations or infection. The wound must be changed according to the guidance of the medical staff. If you have any problem during the dressing process, you can return to the site clinic for follow-up and recurrence at any time if you worry about it or you feel some wrong side on your wounds or on your feet. Is that okay?
Okay. It's better to wear a slipper to avoid the progress of the wound?
No, it's afraid that you should avoid high heels, shoes, or slippers, which can easily cause oscillations between your toes. And before you're wearing the shoes, you should check whether they have cracks or small stones inside your shoes, avoiding to get injury when you're wearing that. Also, you can try to choose the shoes with round and deep toe cap to accommodate the toes, avoiding rubbing and squeezing each other. And it is the best not to walk barefoot to avoid being stepped by foreign objects.
Oh, so my comment is wrong. Fortunately, I ask you.
Okay, now that you know how to eat is good for your disease and the way to take care of your wounds, then now I need to tell you, when your wound is healed, you can start activity. In addition, having a good balanced diet and eating correct food, you should have healthy exercise. And can I ask you how many times you do exercise or sports per week?
In fact, I'm not exercise regularly. I only do when I think about it, and I just walk in front of my garden.
Okay, now I will teach you how to do exercise to maintain your health.
Oh, thanks. Oh, so my concept is wrong. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
It's okay, we'll be there for you.